I'm proud of myself, and that's because as a business owner with ADHD, what you're looking at the screen, like this stuff is the death of me, right? Like, did you do your meeting minutes? Did you renew your S-Corp for your biannual statement? So I'm in New York State. Every 2 years, I have to pay them $9 to renew my S-Corp. And it's just like these types of things, I try my best. I'll put it in the calendar, but I still forget. What I want to do in this video is very quickly give you some strategies for helping to maintain that chaos, which is just the business admin side of things. So what I did for my business is I realized these were two things I needed to do. So every year I have this email that goes out. It's a reminder email that goes to me because I do actually, for better or worse, manage a lot of my business through my email. But it gives me the easy to do templates that I've set up in Google Drive for my meeting minutes. It also reminds me on where I need to pay, and it gives me the information such as going to this link to pay this, okay? But what I found really helpful is using Gemini for this, and specifically Gemini if you use Google Calendars, because it can create a very easy to upload document that will have all of your compliance dates for the next 5 years. So what I have on here is I started an S-Corp, I established it on this date. So whatever state you're in, whatever date you established, if you don't know it, you can just look these things up. Like you can search like entity database, Colorado, right? And I can just go in there, you can search the name of the business, and then it'll pull up and you'll be able to see all these details of what date you actually established the business. And then I said it has a PTET election status and I pay quarterly estimated taxes. This is a discussion for your CPA, but if you're paying a high amount of taxes on the state level, in some states there's something called the PTET election, which basically allows you to make sure that you're getting the most amount of tax deduction as possible. Again, I'm not a CPA, this is a conversation for your CPA, but once you start making good income in your business, this might be something that you need to look into. Basically what happened is I think the one big beautiful bill, it lowered the SALT deduction, which is your state and local taxes. The amount that you can deduct on that. So if you have your home and your business and you're paying all these taxes, the cap came way down. So what you can do is file a separate payment that is called a PTET election payment. Again, not a CPA, but I lost out on a lot of income, or I should say tax deductions, because my CPA didn't mention it to me. I also now have a new CPA. But I said, can you give me a list of all compliance dates that I need to consider? These would be things like renewing the S-Corp. In your situation, maybe an LLC, something else, paying the estimated taxes, paying these PTET taxes, which I know run on a different schedule. I'd like it listed out over the next 5 years. Why not say 10, 20, who knows? And easy to download for a Google Calendar. So what you can see here is I got this CSV file. So if I open this up, so what you can see on this though is that biannual one. That's the one I know would trip me up because it's every 2 years. So on 5/31/2024, it actually went back, and I would get a reminder 1 week before the end of the month. But if we find that date going down on 5/31, so here it is on 5/31/2026, I'll get that reminder. And then again, going into 2028, I will find that on here, right here, 5/31/2028. So it's creating a calendar reminder. So why don't we just take a look at this and actually follow the instructions that it gave us. So I'm going to download this real quick. And what you want to do is I would suggest setting up a calendar, which I've already done in my calendar. So what I would do here is click settings over here. And then I would go to import, export, and then I'd select the file from my computer, which is right here. And then I'd add it to a calendar. So what you can see is I've already created an LLC compliance calendar, which is set up. So you may want to set that up first. But when you set that up, it automatically pulls all those things in. And again, I would also recommend just creating a template like this and laying out all the information, because I know if you're anything like me, you get in there and you're like, oh crap, how did I do that thing from 3 months ago or 2 years ago? Just make it easy on yourself. And yes, these are the things that are annoying as an ADHD entrepreneur to do. We want to just do all these random things that come to you, and sitting down and spending an hour to lay all this out. but it also creates a peace of mind for you because you know I'm getting these meeting or these reminders via email. I'm getting calendar reminders. I'm getting the 1 week prior reminder. These are the things that you need to do when your brain is wired a certain way. And yes, I even create a printed list that I keep on my desk as well. It helps to lower my anxiety around these things to make sure I'm staying on top of the things that I need to stay on top of. All right, hopefully you found this helpful, and I look forward to catching you in the next video.